Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of 50p's. We're looking for commemoratives, ones more than face value. Ideally though, anything. Because we're onto a brand new book. The last video we finished, book number 4, finding ourselves at Commonwealth Games England after a long hunt. So, we've got a brand new, empty book to fill. With a slot for everything. I'll even put a Holy Toledo in for a 2021 Britannia, because you can guarantee I'm going to shout Holy Toledo if I find myself one of those, because I haven't seen any or seen anyone else that's found any. So yeah, quite exciting, because today every commemorative will be a new one for the book. So whilst we get into this bag, I'm going to show you the final scores on the doors for the counters for book number 4. And here we go. So new counters then. If I keep looking over here, it's because my little cheat sheet's over there. So we're going to keep VE Day Anniversary, Navy Centenary and Commonwealth Games. We're going to drop Florence Nightingale, and we're going to drop the other one, I can't remember. Oh, both the Brunel Split counter. We're going to add a Lord Kitchener and Army Centenary counter, because we've got the mule error and the edge inscription error. We'll track to see how many it takes to find one of those, if we find one in the book. And then, not one that I was overly keen on, I must admit, but the feedback in the comments was people really want to see this. We're going to have not a double, but a triple counter, keeping track of all 3 of the Shakespeares as we find them throughout the course of filling the book. So, our first jump into the first bag of this new book. Ooh, we're going to get something. I was worried there was going to be a case of the diddlies there. Let's get those ones out of the way. What's our first commemorative and first entrant into the new book going to be? World War I Army Centenary. One for the counters, the brand new counters. It's always very fun to put together. King and Country, no edge inscription error there. Well, we're not going to grumble about finding anything today, because everything is new for the book. Quite exciting, because my 50p's aren't that far into a new book as well, so the race is on for the £2 coin book to catch up. That's the Act of Union. And this is another Army Centenary. We'll check the edge inscription. Oh, it's upside down. Country. I was looking at going, is that an A? Is that an A? All the City in Dreadful Flames? So I got trolled a little bit by it, but no. That is what it should be. And a whole lot of nothing else there. But yeah, so the race is on then for the £2 coins to catch the 50p's. I would imagine we should finish the £2 first, because they kept in sync when I was just doing one £2 coin hunt a week, and now that I do 2 £2 coin hunts a week, we should finish this twice over in the space that we finish the 50p's. But it's all luck dependent, so we could get stuck on one coin for a long time. Ooh, we're not going to get stuck on this one though. Magna Carta, lovely design. It is fairly common to find bits of extra cut. You can see in the King's crown there. It's King John, isn't it, if memory serves, and sometimes around the bottom of the throne as well. It's 2015. We need to check for an IRB portrait. Nope, that's Jodie Clark's portrait. There were some of the non-circular ones that had the 4th portrait by Ian Rank Broadley. So that's a superb find. Our first one over face value, and a Britannia. Ooh, what year is this going to be then? 2015 is the first year that it replaced Technologies as the definitive design. Low minted year 2015. 2016 still low, well, it's a desirable year. 2021 is the only other year we know should be circulating. That's a 2016 Britannia. So another one to go on that bottom row. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? So what coin are we going to get stuck on? Well, logic dictates it'll be Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, but I would quite like it not to be that one, because when we are stuck on just the rarest coin for a book, that's when it gets a bit demoralising. It makes me think we need to call an end to this at some point. So hopefully anything but Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, and I would be happy. Because with the 50p's, there's been, I think, the one book where I didn't find a Kew Gardens 50p. And because you can literally be hunting for one of those for years, I did a massive hunt and ended it all off. And I think that a similar situation was happening when I was stuck on Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland on a very early book, maybe book number 2 or 3 maybe. And I said, right, we're going to round to the closest 10 episodes and that'll be it. And we did find it, thankfully, for the book, so that wasn't an empty space. Charles Dickens there. Another very common one, but as ever, a new one for the book. Just goes to show, when people are asking, oh, what's my coin worth? Even if they are worth face value, no collection is complete without the face value coins as well. They have their place. So these can be some of the most expensive videos, the first ones, because so many are going to be keepers. Because naturally, the majority of these coins, so the technologies that, again, I will check through for any errors, and all the common commemoratives all go back to the bank. So obviously starting to feel that a new book is going to take a chunk of that change out, but it's all good because we're going to end up with another full book in 100 episodes time. So what's that? 100 episodes, 2 a week, so about a year then. So around this time next year, hopefully we'll be finished. There's our first VE Day anniversary, St. Paul's or the Magnanimity, which, although the most common one, still needs to go in the book. Nothing else there. But no, it's a real buzz starting a brand new book. I know I have weeks upon weeks upon weeks of grinding to find those last few coins ahead of me, but right now it's all exciting. Charles Dickens there, because in the past, I think it's only the one book I've been stuck on Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, because the last book was England. Ooh. Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station. Another VE Day anniversary. Oh, it's just a little bit bumped. Not a minting error. Yeah, so what were we stuck on? Last book was obviously Commonwealth Games England. The one before that, which would be book number 3, is that Commonwealth Games Wales? Book number 2 was Northern Ireland. Book number 1 was the Olympic Rio handover. That's not bad for memory recall, is it? Considering my memory is renowned for being pretty shocking. Another abolition of this active union. Seems quite shiny. Shinier than its counterparts I would normally find in coin hunts. But no, the race is on. Find a Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland. Tick off that one so we don't get stuck on the rarest £2 coin out there. But it's been some time, as I said, probably around a year since we started a new £2 coin book. So for a bunch of viewers, this can be the first time we're starting a new £2 coin book. As I said, I know we started the 50p book from scratch again fairly recently. So people do sometimes message me, say, this coin, that coin, whatever, these coins that you're stuck on for the book, I've got it and I can send it to you, which I appreciate the thought. It's very kind of you to offer, but I wouldn't accept, and any coins that are sent into the PO box don't find their ways into the book. Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station again. Nothing else there. Purely because, so why don't the ones sent into the PO box go into the book? Well, I could end up finishing book after book after book after book, and that wouldn't feel right. It's all about the hunt, trying to find that coin. Army Centenary. You see the word country there, so that we'll assume that the rest of that is all present and correct. No edge inscription error to be had there. Nothing else there. But I think it'd be kind of cool to see. Imagine if we do find one of those edge inscription errors, because we've even got Shakespeare tragedies covered with the triple Shakespeare counter now, so we can see how many we've got to hunt through before we find. Ooh, that's a nice one. Again, not one I see too many of. Shakespeare's comedies. Beautiful design, one of 3 coins in the Shakespeare set. Histories, tragedies, comedies. This is the scarcer of the 3. It should say all the world stage, which this one does. Very nice. Well, another one that I'm quite glad that we've ticked off early in the book. Well, we've got 3 over face value, 2 of the harder to find ones as well. Let's just find a Mary Rose nice and quick, because I found one on the last hunt in the last book, which didn't go into this book naturally. Another Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station. Along with what seems like a whole lot of nothing else. Well, we've got a fair few bags to go. We'll do an edge hunt. See what we find. So standing on the shoulders of giants is what it says on the technology design. As an Isaac Newton quote, it looks like nothing. Is it going to be a case of the diddlies? Unfortunately so. Let's try once more. Let's roll the dice once more. Because I know I've said it 8 bazillion times. What I would love to do is find an edge inscription for an NIFC, because I won't know what it is. So, standing shoulders, the 150 will be Florence Nightingale, 150 years of nursing. My favourite circulating £2 coin design. Beautiful design that. That's a nice quality one as well. Standing, the shoulders, giants on the standing. So, well, we got one. Not an exceptional one. Because, well, the territories, the Isle of Man, Jersey, Guernsey? Have I seen a Guernsey £2 coin? I'm 100% sure on that one, actually, now I say that. But to my knowledge, don't have edge inscriptions, so would be another find that would somewhat flummox me. Nothing else there. We're on to the penultimate bag already. In my excitement, I have absolutely whizzed through these coins. Lord Kitchener, another one for the counters. We found one for all of the counters, apart from Shakespeare's, yes. Oh, other than the Commonwealth Games, naturally. But we'll check for the mule error. It should say £2 at the bottom on the obverse. On this one it does. No mule error to be had here. Army Centenary. Again, we'll check the edge inscription. So for King. The rest will be and country. No edge inscription error on that one. Last 2 coins. Nothing. Right. Now we're on to the last bag of the hunt. For those of you that have watched this far, you might be interested to know I have a coin collecting Discord server. You can feel free to join that. Links are in the description. There are also links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the PO Box you can write into, and the Britannia Coin Company, for whom I make videos for as my day job. So do go check that out as well, please. Now I'm going to check the coins off to the side for rotation errors, commemoratives for rotations, and edge inscription errors. Edge inscriptions and rotations are all fine for those coins, nothing more to add. However, what we did add was 10 coins into the book. VE Day Anniversary, Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station. Paddington Station. Active Union, Florence Nightingale, Charles Dickens. Yep, Charles Darwin, not Charles Darwin. We've got a whole row here. We've got Lord Kitchener, Magna Carta, 2016 Britannia, Shakespeare's comedies, and then on the last page the Army World War I Centenary. So loads of finds for the book. My star find is probably one of these 3 bottom ones here. That's what I would pick, but as ever, let me know in the comments what you'd pick as your star find, and all it leads me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.